What's up, everybody? This week, I'm out of the car. I'm back in front of the internet router on the fridge. Got a very special week this week. This is a review. One of the food items that actually sparked this whole channel was this idea or this conversation between Whataburger and In-N-Out as a big discussion amongst my peers. And so today, I'm dedicating a whole video to Whataburger per request of Owen Walker. Now, I am going to edit in, first time I've ever edited anything on this channel. You guys saw the really cool intro that played at the beginning of this video. That was done by Owen, so I'll have his TikTok linked down in the description. I don't know. Description. And so go check him out. He did a great job. Super appreciative of that. So his request, he's from Texas. I grew up in Oklahoma, born in Texas, and we love Whataburger. Love some Whataburger. So even though this is maybe my favorite fast food restaurant or favorite fast food item, probably not because of Chick-fil-A, but I have so much love for Whataburger. I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible. And I love when people who are definitely biased are like, I'm going to give an unbiased review. It won't be unbiased, but I will be fair and consistent with how I have reviewed and labeled other things. So today, just a combo meal. What I have, medium fry, quite a lot of fries for medium. Usually I go Diet Coke, but per request of Owen, we've got a DP, Dr. Pepper. Now, when I was in high school, I would always go large sweet tea. Fun fact. Always gotta have spicy ketchup. You guys are gonna like this. This is why I keep the fridge handy. When I go to the store, I don't get regular ketchup. Whataburger spicy ketchup in a bottle. Go grab your own. I'm not sponsored. I literally don't know how many subscribers you need, if there is an amount, to become monetized. If this channel, which it won't, ever gets there, please Whataburger sponsor me. Or anything with food. I'm not picky. Okay, got some napkins. We will probably need those. And the main course. Double Whataburger with cheese, no mustard, with ketchup and mayonnaise. Now, Whataburger, let's get into it. So, I think my Whataburger experience growing up was a lot different than a lot of people's that I knew in college, mainly because when I grew up and was going, it was often either with my family when I was little, or after high school football games, we'd go to Whataburger every Friday night, and it was great. Service was great. We liked it. We all knew them, and it was awesome. Now, when I came down to college, it was quite a different experience. The service was a lot worse. It was a lot slower, and it wasn't as clean. It wasn't as nice. And so I think one of my ideas is this idea of like nostalgia and what it means to me versus what it actually is, where in my current area, which is DFW. So it's not really the same. And so my experiences were either that or down in Corpus Christi. I actually went when I was younger into one of the originals. It's like a double decker and it's super nice. So I've got a lot of history with this item. And so it'll be less about me going in and be like, I need a refresher of what this tastes like. Like I know exactly what this is going to taste like, but we're going to give a very fair and honest review. So that's a little bit about the surroundings. Is I just think, and where I've been, service has just gotten a little worse. Like it just takes a long time, and sometimes they're not always clean, or they're just not as nice as they were when I was little. And so I think that docks it a few points, and I already know the taste is going to be great on this thing. It's going to have a very particular taste, and in the same way where I could appreciate the Brahms bag of burgers for having a very almost nostalgic, like cafeteria, like simple burger, and the Sonic had its own unique burger taste. Like this has its very, very unique taste. It's got it's just kind of one like punch of flavor is what this burger is going to be. Like you don't really taste all the ingredients separately. It's like you're just getting a mouth of flavor when you eat this, and that's what I love about it. I love that it's a little messy and it's just packed with flavor, and there's a good balance of freshness or not. And you know, sometimes you can dip it a little bit in the spicy ketchup, sometimes you won't, and that adds a little bit of its own punch. I actually got so systematic and have eaten this so many times that what I would say is I would ask for regular ketchup and spicy ketchup, and I would eat my fries with the spicy ketchup and the burger with the regular ketchup on the side. So I just say all that to say I've eaten this quite a bit. I love this meal, but I gotta be fair. So before I get into the actual taste test, because even though I do know a lot and have eaten it before, I will give it just a grade based on what I'm tasting now. But what I will say is, like, man, from a cost standpoint, and I harp on that in a lot of my videos of just how expensive things have gotten in general, but cost and value are very important to me. And this is, it's just tough. Like, I talked about that a lot in, I think, the Sonic video of just like, man, it's not, like, it's just so expensive. And I remember growing up for a Whataburger combo, it was $9 even where I grew up in Oklahoma. Like, I knew exactly the way I would get it. With some add-ons, it would be $9 even. And this combo was $12.50. And I'm just like, these burgers are sizable. Don't get me wrong. Sizable burgers. Like, that's a big burger. Like, it will fill you up. You're not gonna leave and be more hungry or be like, man, I'm not getting what I'm paying for. It's just expensive. I don't wanna spend $12 to buy a burger. Like, this should be less than $10. I'm fine if it's a little on the upper side of closer to 10, because it is a lot of food. Like, a double meat Whataburger is a big burger, whereas like with In-N-Out, or like, yeah, with In-N-Out, sometimes you have to get 2 burgers to get kind of what you're getting here. Like, there's a lot of fries and a lot of burgers to eat. So all that to say, I'll stop yapping and get right into it. I'll start with the fries. I love the fries here. So, but sometimes they're made differently. So I'm gonna eat it with sauce, and then I'll do without. Oh yeah. By the way, if you want to see your food item featured, comment down below. And also, if you hate this, comment that down below. Tell me exactly what you think. I may or may not address it. I may or may not listen to it. But I want to hear your voice. You have a voice here. Anyways, these are not salted. Sometimes you get fries from Whataburger, very salted, very good. These, not super salted. That's okay. One, outside of the actual texture, I love the fries here. They're not overdone, they're not overly crispy, but they just taste good to me. I just love the taste of the fries. I love that from a texture standpoint, they're not so soft and flimsy. I think the best fries are ones that the general population of fries in your basket have a nice, like a crisp without being burnt. I can kind of like, you know, but then you get some of those softer fries in there and they're like a refreshing little difference. That's how I like my fries, kind of a hodgepodge. Like, they're not all the same, but I like a smaller fry that has some crispiness to it, and it's a little salty. And so these aren't very salty or as salty as I would prefer, but I like that you get a lot of them. You know I mentioned the combo is expensive, but you're getting a lot of food. Like, this is probably the most food I've gotten outside of the triple dipper, but like that's restaurant food. So it's a lot of food. I'd give these fries like, and I've always said my rankings, like, it's not that I never rank anything below a 5, it's just I like most foods. And so generally everything is above a 5, but I like to keep that 9 to 10 range, especially above 9.5 for stuff that is very special to me. But I give these fries like a 9 probably. I mean, if these specifically were salted, I'd give them probably like a 9.5 to 10 range. It's just this particular batch is not super salted. Now, that's also my personal preference, so acknowledging that of like, this is my basis of how I like my fries. And so it's just different, right? Like, I love these fries. So somewhere in the 8.5 to 9.5 range, probably just slot it right at like 8.8. Let's just say that. I don't know. I'm just kind of making up numbers. We're already at 9 minutes, almost 10. I haven't eaten the burger yet. I've already talked through a lot of what I'm going to say. But anyways, the burger. So as I mentioned last time, I like mine with ketchup and ranch. And this is kind of what I'm saying though. Like, that's a big burger. And where I think it's different is it's not exactly, to get the angles right. Like, it's got the LTO pickles, like it's got everything on there, but it's a messy burger. This is a messy thing. I've gotten some feedback as well. Some people say, hey, when you eat on camera, these are massive bites you're taking. Yeah, I'm excited to eat. Anyway, so as you can see, double meat Whataburger with cheese. Let's take a bite. Oh my gosh, that is so good. It's so good. A little thing about Whataburger that does honestly dock it is when you eat Whataburger, you're gonna smell like Whataburger until you like wake up the next morning and shower, and you're like, oh, I don't smell Whataburger. Something that's very Whataburger, I don't know if you can see it, but you always get a little bit of drip. Like, I don't know if that's just like the burger juice or if that's always the amount of sauce I get on it, but it's just a messy item. And honestly, this is somehow better than I remember it. And I'm not just trying to say that because I know I am biased, but the meat is substantial and thick enough that you're not losing out on the meat taste and it's all the other stuff you're tasting. But you don't feel like you're tasting every single thing, which is not necessarily bad, where it's like I can taste the lettuce, tomato all separately. Like, it just gives you almost like flavor. It's just flavor. It's just a punch of flavor. For those of you who don't know what a punch is. And you know, it's sad, we're 11 minutes out. I might have been like, or 11 minutes into the video, might be like, oh, I might edit that out. Definitely not editing that out. But it's just so good. It's so good. I love the amount of sauce on there. I love the amount of flavor. It's just great. I'm gonna have another bite, and I'm not gonna eat it all, but because that, I think it'd be just too messy. So good. It's so good. I like that the bread doesn't get soggy. I like how much flavor's in it. And that's really, I know I'm sounding repetitive, but that's all I have to say. Like, it's not gonna be the cleanest burger or the most professionally well done. It's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but it's sometimes like when you're listening to music and people get super into the lyrics and what it means, and I can appreciate all that, but sometimes you just gotta take a step back and be like, does it sound good? Do you like listening to the song? You know? And that's how I feel about this. Like, I get a lot of people who criticize Whataburger, and I get it. But there's just so much flavor there, and it's just the flavor I like. That bad boy is getting, because when I try to get above 9.5, I'm like, what would I change, you know? And I just think it's so good. I think it's so good. I think I'm gonna give it like a 9.7, maybe a 9.75. Because the only thing I don't like about it is that I haven't eaten it sooner. It's just so good, everybody. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, overall though, Whataburger experience. My thing with Whataburger as a whole that I'll comment on is that a lot of people go to Whataburger and they're like, oh, I love the honey butter chicken biscuit. Not me. I think it's too dry. I don't like it. I think the restaurant as a whole gives you so much variety. I love the vibe of it too. It's kind of like Fort Worth, Texas has this own, you know, cowtown vibe. It's a little slower, and I think some of the vibe is the allure of the city. And I think that's the same way with Whataburger. I think growing up in the South, in Oklahoma, having family in Texas, now living in Texas, it's just very Texas. It's very South. And I think that's part of why I love it so much. And I think it's why people who come from California love In-N-Out so much. It's just it's a little bit of the state culture. It's a part of like how I grew up. And so that's where all this bias comes from. It's just played a big part of my life and why I love it so much. I just grew up eating it. But being unbiased though, I think somebody who hasn't grown up with it, they just might not like the flavor, you know? It's for some people, it's after a night out, you've had a couple of drinks, it's great food, And that's what it is to people, and I totally get that. I wish the service was a little bit better down here. I wish the restaurants were a little bit cleaner, and I wish it wasn't so expensive. But we're not so far off on cost that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is too much. You know, like, I honestly, trying to give it a fair rating with also some of my suggestive opinion, because you're watching this channel because it's me, like, I'd give it like an 8, an 8.5. Like, it's just so good. It's good to me. And I think the only thing that's really dropping it down for me personally is the cost, but man, you can't go wrong with a double Whataburger with some cheese, ketchup, and mayo. All that to say, I know this video is a lot longer. I have a lot to say on this product. Next week, tune in. We've got a request from Big D McSweeney. We're going to Fuzzy's. Keep your eyes peeled. Another note, this will be the last shot here with the internet fridge, or the fridge internet, whatever you're saying in the comments. But all that to say, please leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe, ring that bell. I don't care. Do whatever you want. This is all for fun. And I hope you like watching. We'll talk to you next time. And we're not going to play the intro as an outro. It's just an intro so everyone sees it. So, just like you like it. That was the thing. Cool. Bye.